Hello brothers and sisters, welcome to another episode here on Dangerous African Confessions HD. In this episode, we bring to you the continuation of the confession from our brother who took us on a journey into his life as a bodyguard to a renowned prophet. This confession sheds light on the intricate blend of faith, tradition, and spirituality that characterizes the ministry of some prominent African prophets. While skeptics may question the practices surrounding rituals and sacrifices, for many believers, these acts are a vital part of their spiritual journey. I do not want to give away any details of what we are going to listen to, so without taking much of your time, let us go and listen to this message from our brother. But then, don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time, like and share this video so others can listen to it as well. And also hit the notification bell, so you will be notified anytime we upload videos of this nature.
So, when after I had come out free from being his bodyguard, and I see people even defending their pastors even when you know deep within you that what the pastor has done is wrong, I get the idea of how it is so. Most of these pastors are using dark energies to control the people and the way they react to his deeds. It is only after you are no more with their ministries that you will begin to realize how bad things are. What did it for me to make my final decision to walk away from my duty is that I overheard a conversation between the prophet and a close advisor one evening discussing plans to use manipulation and fear tactics to maintain control over their congregation. They spoke of exploiting vulnerable individuals who sought help, promising miracles in exchange for donations or loyalty. Honestly, I felt a wave of nausea wash over me. This was not the faith I had signed up to protect. I knew that my loyalty lay not with the prophet but with the people who were being misled and exploited. This decision did not come easily, brother. I had built my life around this ministry. But then, I could no longer ignore the moral implications of my involvement in these evil acts, deceiving the masses to think that whatever is being said by the prophet is of the Lord. Upon learning of my intention to leave, the prophet reacted with calculated calmness. You see, he understood that I possessed knowledge that could unravel many aspects of his ministry, particularly regarding the dark rituals that were integral to his power. As I said earlier to you, I became someone who he trusted to send on errands that demanded the purchase of things for his rituals and incantations. And you know that, as a person you cannot let such a person go with your secret. So, to maintain his control and protect his secrets, he devised a plan to ensure I would not expose him. And I can tell you that, it did involve a lot of things, which included having me lose my life. This was one of the most difficult times or moments of my life. Brother, if I tell you the things I have seen with my own eyes after I took that decision, you won't believe it. That is actually when I realized why some people prefer to remain loyal to some of these pastors even when they know that whatever they are doing is not from the Most High. You see, when he got to know of my intentions, one of the guys that I was close to in the church called me one evening and told me that the pastor is planning something really bad against me and so I should be careful. When he gave me this information, I didn't sleep on it. I told my neighbor in the house that I beg him to look out for me whenever anybody comes to look for me. I told him if he is in the house and they come, he should try and get me their pictures, by way of snapping them a photo on his phone. At first, he didn't understand me, but I did convince him when I told him it is about my life. So, I left the house to be with one of my friends who was also a bouncer at the nightclub I used to work. All this while that I was also looking out for myself and being careful, he was also doing things internally amongst the people he thought I would be speaking with. So that anything I tell them, they will never believe my story. The prophet began to subtly sow seeds of doubt among the people around me. He would make comments about my loyalty and commitment, suggesting that I was no longer fit for the role of protector. This tactic was aimed to isolate me socially within the ministry. This time I had not been to the church or his house for close to about 3 weeks, getting to a month. I remember on evening he sent me a WhatsApp voice note, where he told me that, if I want to still be alive, I shouldn't try what I wanted to do. I responded to that message with a message that, I didn't and haven't done anything wrong. I told him I only did not want to continue to work for him ever again. It has nothing to do with him or anything. I just felt I needed to continue my life in a different direction. The next morning, my friend then told me about the fact that he has been hearing rumors among some of the guys close to the pastor that he is up to something bad against me. I knew it would come to that because, whilst I was working for him, there are times that he will ask me to drive him to a place where he would then tell me to remain in the car. He would then step out and go out to do stuff that I have no idea of. But what gave him out about the things he does is that he was talking with one of his prophet friends when he mentioned about that day what he went to do. He actually had a difference with someone and he actually went to make sure that that person would be no more. So, by having this knowledge, I knew he would try to do same to me. My agency called me and wanted to find out why I didn't want to work for him. I told them I didn't feel right to work as his bodyguard again. And if they really wanted him as a client, they should send in another person. I did quit working with the agency for my own safety. I didn't trust them anymore. Because their concern was just the money they were going to lose from him as a client or customer. My neighbor at home did send me photos of people who came to look for me in the house whilst I was away. And one of them happened to be this very person who comes to the prophet's office for envelopes, but I didn't know what they were for. Brother, even now that I have changed location, moving from one city to the other, I still sometimes feel that someone is watching my every steps. The last message I got from him was when he asked that I meet him for a discussion. And I refused. That was when he alluded to consequences for those who dare to challenge his authority or reveal secrets about his ministry. He used veiled threats that hinted at spiritual repercussions or social ostracism within their community. But in all of these streets, I was super poised to move away from him. Because I didn't have the energy and the conviction to continue to do business with him. Honestly, I have seen things during my sleep and all that. From having attacks in sleep to experiencing strange illness. In fact, I have really suffered, my brother. I am wondering what these junior pastors who works under him will have to go through if they also decide to leave his church. If a common bodyguard can suffer the way I have suffered, how much more you guys who he shares so much information with. But thank God that I met this man who also did fought for me in the realm of the spirit. Seriously, this man has really helped me. I met him one morning when I had come out from the house. I had moved to this new place and I didn't anyone here. So, when he approached me at first, I was very much on guard thinking he was someone sent by the prophet. But he told me stuff that resonated with me. He then gave me directions that I was supposed to do. And then gave me his contact to call him in case I needed him. He has been the person guiding me cleanse myself from all the things that I have gotten myself involved with. Me sharing this message with you is not to dent anyone's image, but just to throw a caution out there for me people to be careful with some of these pastors. Do not be chasing miracles here and there. Because from what I have seen with my own eyes, not every miracle does come from the Most High. Having someone to lead you is good, but please, be very careful of the one you give your spiritual journey to. Thank you for your time.
Don't forget to please subscribe, share and like our videos. Kindly hit the notification bell so you will be the first to get notification to our videos when we upload. Indeed, I will start by saying that life and the very essence of this precious gift is not about how well or how much money you were able to acquire. Nor it is about how influential you becoming in this material world. But then, it is about how much of positivity you affect people with. How much love you show your fellow human being, which is the nature of the creator of this very universe. This conversation with our brother seems to suggest that he felt uneasy within himself, but maybe because of the money that he was probably getting from his role as the personal bodyguard, he decided to push what he was feeling away. And you see, in life we all do have that special feeling within us which does not lie to us. So, when we get into any situation or place and we begin to have such feelings or thoughts, we should pay much attention to it. This is because your own soul or your guardian angel might be telling you something for you to act on. I certainly do not want to talk much about this very video. Reason is that he himself took steps to correct whatever he got himself involved with. And that is what I would tell every one of us. If we get to a place that we feel we are not comfortable being there, we should be bold enough to walk away so we can have our sanity intact. Though it might not be easy, but when you make your first step, the good Lord will see you through to the end. Please let us hear your thoughts in the comment section. Yes, just as we are here to share with ourselves what is going on out there, we do bring these conversations with you, our family members, to help our innocent brothers and sisters to realize what is happening out there, that they do not have any idea about. I just hope that we honestly take the important lessons from these stories to better our lives and decisions. Stay blessed and be safe. Thanks for being a part of this growing family. Kindly share your thoughts with us in the comment section below. And if you are new here, please subscribe, like and share.